Hey everyone, so just wanted to do a video based on the one area where I think everyone should be a little bit clinical. Of course, enjoy exercise, go in and do whatever you're gonna like, and you gotta enjoy it first. But there's one area where everyone should pay special attention to, especially if you want to reduce injury and get longevity out of your membership or like running or whatever you're doing, exercise-wise. The hips and spine. Okay, they work collectively or they work separately, but they're a big part in everything we do. You can relate to upper body, lower body. These are like the heart of our exercise. Could be related to cardio, it could be related to strength. It doesn't matter. Hips and spine are like the heart of everything we do. And if you can't function them properly, strength-wise, mobility-wise, and flexibility-wise, you're gonna have issues either now or later down the track. So listed up a few things. Altered movement pattern. This is usually caused by either injury. When you hurt yourself, you are going to favor moving a certain way to avoid going through that pain, or just addressed from part of our habits we have, like if you drive a lot, if you sit a lot. Of course, the hips and spine are going to move a certain way and adapt to the way you're living your life. So altered movement pattern plays a big part, and when your body adapts to that, when it comes to the hips and spine and exercise and running and cardio, there's a big anatomical shift and pressure points happen. So that's where we go to joint pressure. I've said before, muscle fibers, the muscles work in the way the fibers are running. And when there's an altered movement pattern, obviously the joint pressure comes because the muscles will cross over the joint in the wrong way. And those muscle fibers will be working quite differently, usually quite twisted or janky. With that comes fatigue. So when you go to exercise and you've got all of this happening, altered movement and joint pressure, you're going to fatigue faster, you're going to get sore, and you're just going to burn out faster. Another reason, mixed signals to the brain. So like when I've had people who are working their back, specifically when they're pulling in, doing back exercises, I always check for scapular protraction, retraction, and usually people are saying, giving me feedback, and if they have some of these hips and spine problems, telling me that mainly their shoulders and bicep hurts. I'm just going to give you a brief rundown of why that happens specifically for a row. So if I put you down here, so I've got like a little bar here, yeah, pick it up first. So if I was to get into a barbell row, I'm hinging over and I've got like that shift in my spine, and this is typically a position of someone who is going to be sitting down a lot or driving a lot. When I go to row, all of that pressure comes straight to my shoulders and biceps, whereas if I had the anatomical shift and that flexibility and strength in my spine, I'm able to row and squeeze my back. Same if I'm deadlifting and my back is rounding a lot, I go to lift, that shift becomes my shoulders and my lower back, opposed to when I've got that awareness from my spine and my hips back, shoulders back, straight up, straight down. That shift in the movement pattern allows me to function better and get less fatigue, and I'm not able to put pressure on my joints as much. So I'm able to do more lifting and my muscles are taking the pressure. Same when it comes to the bench press, but I'm going to do a version where I'm standing while I'm upright. So a bench press typically coming in and pushing out, but if you have that shift in your spine and your hips, you're coming in and here, the shoulder is shifting more internally. Again, pressure becomes on the shoulder blade. And with the bench press or the chest press, you want your chest to dominate. So that's where learning to have flexibility in your spine, strength in your spine, you're able to activate the right muscles and send the right signals to the right places. So yes, enjoy exercise and do whatever gets you into the gym, but always take into consideration, get someone to look at your spine if you're unsure, record yourself. This is probably the most appropriate time to do that. Like watch your hip, watch your spine. If you have trouble, just like talk to a PT, or like the first thing to do would be lie down on a roller and practice pressing your core flat. And that way you've got that core awareness, and slowly decompressing that spine. So yeah, it's the one thing that I reckon people need to work a lot more of, especially if you want to avoid getting injured or like becoming one of those gym fail videos. Hips and spine are the heart of your workout. You don't need to be too scientific about it. There's lots of ways to correct it. Lots of the time it comes back to just foam rolling the right areas, stretching the right areas, and learning to hip hinge and keep a straight back. But yeah, cool.